Hi, I'm Kelley Thompson. I am a nurse practitioner at Community Hospital in Munster, Indiana. I was a NICU nurse back in December of 2006 and became a nurse practitioner in 2012. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about surviving the first year in the NICU. Probably the best advice I could give a new nurse is to ask questions. A lot of new nurses are scared to ask questions because then they might feel that people are not going to trust them to know what they're doing. But as a nurse practitioner, I have learned I feel more comfortable with those nurses who do ask the questions, whether it's the peers, myself, neonatologists. We feel that the people who ask the questions are going to take the best care of their baby. The ones who don't ask the questions, who think that they know it all, those are the ones we are scared to leave with our patients. So feel free to ask the questions, talk to your peers, talk to your mid-levels, your nurse practitioners, your physician's assistants, your neos, managers, pick their brains. If you don't understand why they're doing something, ask them. We're more than happy to explain why we're doing something. The second thing that I think is most important being a new NICU nurse is being able to communicate with the families. You're taking care of their precious baby. They're not gonna be able to be there 24/7, and they don't have that experience that most parents get to take care of their baby in, mother baby, in the nursery. So you are that caregiver for them and they are entrusting you with that baby. Make sure when you're talking to the parents, use that baby's name. Just don't say, oh, your baby's doing this, you're doing this. Say, Alexis is doing good or Jason is doing great. Here's what we're doing today. The other thing that I've talked to parents about is they like to be called most of the time by their first name. They don't want to be called mom or dad or something like that. So talk to the parents, find out, what do you want us to call you? Do you want us to call you mom and dad? Do you want us to call you by your first name? Do you have a different name you go by? It just gets on that personal level that the parents are gonna feel more comfortable with you taking care of their kid. Probably the most important thing is getting that preceptor and getting that bond. If you feel within that first few weeks of your orientation that you and your preceptor are just not coming together and just aren't merging, talk to your manager, talk to someone about what can I do to find someone who I can get along with, who I'm compatible with. That's what's gonna help you have a great orientation. The other thing is, go to those high-risk deliveries. Ask them, can I go to this delivery, even if it's just to watch? The more high-risk deliveries you go to, the more comfortable you're gonna be in that situation when you are on your own and you are at that delivery and something doesn't come out the way it's supposed to come out. You will feel more comfortable. Same thing at the bedside. Take those high-risk babies, take those babies on oscillators, take those babies who have a bunch of drips going on vents, take those little ones. But don't take them all the time because then you're gonna get burnt out. But definitely take them so you get the experience, so you do feel comfortable when you're done. If on your orientation you didn't get those babies, talk to your manager, say, I didn't get a lot of experience with this. When there's babies that come around, can I be taken off and made into orientation again so I get that experience? So definitely use your voice and speak up. What makes a great NICU nurse is someone who is always prepared. Having that bedside all set up for anything that you don't expect. If your baby's on a ventilator, have all your intubation stuff ready at your bedside. Have the ET tube that you're gonna need, have the laryngoscope blades you're gonna need, have the tape already cut. You never know when the baby's gonna extubate or the baby's gonna get a plug and you need to intubate, that baby's gonna need to be intubated right away. So have that stuff ready. Whether it's suction, have an oxygen bag. Even on your feeders and growers, have that suction there. They could, choke and aspirate. Have that blow-by bag. You never know when they're gonna have a Brady and desat and need that little oxygen. So always have your bedside set up. Probably the last thing that I feel makes a great NICU nurse is empathy and compassion. Again, you are the one there caring for these babies. You need to take these babies and treat them as if they were your own. These parents are leaving you with them, and it is just so important for those parents to know that their baby's gonna be taken care of in the way that they want their baby taken care of, even though they can't do it. I would say surviving your first year is gonna be hard. It's definitely a whole learning curve, getting to know the babies. A lot of nurses don't have any NICU background when they first go into the NICU. Some might not even have had clinical experience. So absorb it all in, ask questions, talk to the families, talk to your peers. They're the ones who have been doing it for so long. Ask them what they do, ask them anything that you might think that will help you. Talk to different people. People do different things different ways. So it's important to kind of see which way people do it and find your own way of doing it. The preceptor that I had back 13 years ago, I still talk to her to this day. We don't work at the same hospital, but I still talk to her. We talk to each other about what's going on, how the jobs are going, what we're learning and stuff like that. So it's great to keep that relationship even beyond your orientation phase.